Our journey begins in the quiet town of Reading, Pennsylvania, where on December 13th, 1989, a star was born. This star, named Taylor Swift, would soon illuminate the world with her music. Even as a little girl, Taylor was captivated by melodies and rhythms. She strummed her first chords on a guitar when most children her age were still playing with toys. Taylor's passion for music was not confined to her home. She eagerly showcased her talents at local events, charming audiences with her youthful energy and raw talent. She was just a small-town girl with a dream, but her ambitions were anything but small. At the tender age of 14, Taylor took a leap of faith. She moved to Nashville, the heartland of country music, in a bid to turn her dreams into reality. Nashville was a world away from Reading, but for Taylor, it was a step closer to the stars. With her determination and talent, it didn't take long for Taylor to make her mark in the music industry. At the tender age of 14, Taylor stepped into the heart of country music, Nashville. The city, known for its rich musical history and vibrant culture, would soon become the backdrop for Taylor's meteoric rise to fame. Swift's journey in Nashville began with her signing to the independent record label Big Machine Records. The young starlet had a burning passion for music and a clear vision for her career, qualities that didn't go unnoticed by the label's executives. Swift wasn't just a singer, she was a storyteller, penning lyrics that resonated with a generation. Her first record deal was a significant milestone, but it was the release of her eponymous debut album that truly marked the beginning of her journey in the music industry. The album, Taylor Swift, was a tender reflection of teenage life, filled with songs about love, heartbreak, and the trials and tribulations of growing up. The album's heartfelt lyrics and catchy melodies quickly caught the attention of listeners around the world. The success of the album was amplified by the release of her first single, Tim McGraw. The song, a poignant ode to a summer love set against the backdrop of a Tim McGraw song, showcased Swift's ability to weave intricate stories through her music. The single climbed the country music charts, solidifying Swift's place as a promising new artist in the country music scene. Swift's early years in Nashville were not without their challenges, but her determination and talent shone through. She was not just another starry-eyed teenager with dreams of fame, but a dedicated musician with a distinct voice and a knack for storytelling. Her debut album was a testament to her talent, an intimate glimpse into her world that resonated with listeners of all ages. As the success of her debut album grew, so did Swift's popularity. She was no longer just a young singer from Nashville. She was a rising star in the music industry, captivating audiences with her heartfelt lyrics and enchanting melodies. Taylor Swift was on her way to becoming a household name. With her talent for storytelling and her relatable lyrics, Taylor quickly captured the hearts of millions. The magic in her music was undeniable, and it wasn't long before she became a household name. When Taylor released her second studio album, Fearless, in 2008, she proved that she was not just a country music artist, but a force to be reckoned with. The album was a masterpiece, a crossover sensation that featured hits like Love Story and You Belong With Me. It eventually became the best-selling album of 2009 in the United States. The success of Fearless was a clear indication that Taylor was not just another artist. She was a sensation, but Taylor was not done. In 2010, she released her third studio album, Speak Now, which she wrote entirely by herself. It was an album that showcased her growth as a songwriter and a musician. The album was a critical and commercial success, debuting at #1 on the US Billboard 200 chart and becoming the fastest-selling digital album by a female artist. And then came the shift. In 2012, Taylor released her fourth studio album, Red. This was not just another album. This was Taylor Swift, the country music darling, making a conscious shift to pop. It was a bold, daring move. But Taylor has never been one to shy away from risks, and this risk paid off. Red was a commercial success, debuting at #1 in several countries, and its lead single, We Are Never Ever Getting Back Together, became her first #1 song in the US. In just a few short years, Taylor Swift had transitioned from a promising young country artist to an international pop superstar. She had not just adapted to the music industry, she had transformed it. She was no longer just a singer, she was a storyteller, a songwriter, an artist. Taylor had not only become a superstar, but she was also defining a new era of pop music. Her rise to fame was swift, indeed, but it was only the beginning of her extraordinary journey. Never one to be confined by genres, Taylor began to experiment with her sound. You see, the most enchanting thing about music is its boundless nature, and Taylor Swift, she embraced this magic wholeheartedly. The year was 2014, and Taylor, known for her country tunes, made a bold move. She stepped into the pop arena with her fifth studio album, Billboard 1989. The album was a nod to the synth-pop sounds of the era it was named for, showcasing a side of Taylor we hadn't seen before. It was a risk, but a risk that paid off, as the 1989 became one of the best-selling albums of the year and secured her the Grammy for Album of the Year. But Taylor wasn't done surprising us. In 2017, she took another musical detour, this time into the realm of electropop with her album Reputation. The album, filled with heavy bass lines and dark, edgy themes, was a far cry from the sunny pop of 1989 on. Reputation showed us a Taylor ready to take on her critics, unafraid to push boundaries and redefine her image. Then, in the whirlwind year of 2020, Taylor took us by surprise yet again. She released not one but two indie folk albums, Folklore and Evermore. These albums, filled with raw emotion and stunning storytelling, were a departure from her pop persona, but they resonated deeply with listeners around the world. Through each of these shifts, Taylor demonstrated her ability to not just adapt, but to thrive in new musical landscapes. She was no longer just the girl with the guitar. She was a woman unafraid to reinvent herself, to push the envelope, and to challenge the expectations of what a pop star should be. Through her constant evolution, Taylor proved that she was not just a pop star, but a true artist. She reminded us that music is fluid, it's transformative, and the only limit to what it can be is the limit we place on it ourselves. Like any artist, Taylor's journey has not been without its challenges. There is no denying that her path has been strewn with obstacles, each one testing her resilience and determination. Public feuds, controversies, and legal battles have all been part of Taylor's narrative, but it's how she's navigated these challenges that truly sets her apart. Taylor has faced her fair share of public feuds, each one more intense than the last. As a woman in the music industry, she's been subjected to scrutiny and criticism that often extends beyond her music. From her relationships being dissected in the media to her feud with Kanye West, Taylor has weathered it all with grace. Next, we delve into the darker side of her journey. In 2017, Taylor faced one of the most personal and challenging moments of her life, a sexual assault lawsuit. It was a trial that not only tested her strength, but also brought her face to face with the harsh realities of being a woman in the spotlight. Yet, she emerged victorious, turning a traumatic experience into a message of empowerment. Then there was her battle for control over her music. After her catalog was sold without her consent, Taylor made the bold decision to re-record her old albums, a move that was not just about reclaiming her work, but also about standing up for artists everywhere. Amidst these challenges, Taylor's triumphant return with the album Lover in 2019 was a testament to her resilience. Not only did it mark a new era in her music, but it also saw her reclaiming her narrative on her own terms. Through it all, Taylor has remained resilient, using her experiences to fuel her music and inspire her fans. Her challenges have shaped her, but they haven't defined her. Instead, they've become part of her incredible journey, a journey that continues to inspire and captivate millions around the world. As we look to the future, one thing is clear: Taylor Swift is not done making her mark on the music industry. Her journey has been a roller coaster of highs and lows, yet she remains steadfast in her vision and passion for music. An intriguing part of this vision is her ambitious plan to re-record her old albums, a move that not only asserts her creative control, but also redefines the relationship between an artist and their music. Beyond this, the prospect of new music from Swift is always exciting. Her constant evolution as an artist keeps fans and critics on their toes, with each album offering a fresh perspective on her life and the world around her. But Taylor's influence extends beyond her music. Her resilience, authenticity, and dedication serve as a beacon for young artists, encouraging them to stay true to their art and themselves. Wherever her journey takes her, Taylor Swift will continue to inspire, evolve, and make music that touches the hearts of millions.